And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
Well, check this out. Southbound I-25 had a section that was flooded yesterday where cars had a tough time getting through the deep waters. And that was from a slow-moving thunderstorm that moved just north of Pueblo, between Pueblo and the county line, where we had over 2 inches of rainfall there. And we had a good chunk of southern Colorado that saw high rain totals between 1 to 2 inches. So where you see this dark green or yellow hue is where we saw some of those higher rain totals into the southeastern plains, into mostly our foothills zones. That was where we saw the heaviest rainfall. And it's because we don't really have a strong jet stream to push storms. So they're kind of sitting over the same spot. They're not moving very quickly. So we could see much of the same today with not a whole lot of severe weather. We could have some small hail, but we're mostly talking about flash flood concerns with slow moving storms. So we will be nice and warm today, 95 in Pueblo and 87 in the Springs, about average for this time of year. Then early in the afternoon, thunderstorms pop up over the Continental Divide. Then they will continue to progress east, and throughout the afternoon, I would say between about 2 to 9 o'clock, I-25 in the plains could have those storms. And for the mountains, pretty much anytime after 11 you could get a storm today. So watch for lightning, watch for heavy pockets of rain. If you are out driving, do not drive through a flooded road. There's no way you can tell how deep it is. You can't tell if your car can make it through. So we do advise you not to drive through a flooded roadway. Come tomorrow, we'll stay clear through about noon, and then we'll see thunderstorms develop once again. Monday's storms will be much more sparse, but they're still possible across the region. So just keep that in mind as you plan on your holiday afternoon. Now, in terms of highs today, we're going to see 70s, 80s, 90s, quite warm, and then we'll see those thunderstorms cool us off through the later part of the evening. 50s and 60s here tonight, and then tomorrow 70s, 80s, 90s once again. So our fireworks displays on Monday will be all across the city of Colorado Springs, in Cripple Creek, in Florence, and in Pueblo. So for that firework forecast on Monday, again during the afternoon and early evening, I see thunderstorms. But for about the 9:30 time frame when the fireworks start, I think we'll be okay in terms of any lightning. It's really only lightning or wind that would cancel a fireworks show. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. The wind looks pretty light, so I'm not concerned about that. Into next week, we're going to see warm conditions and almost daily thunderstorm chances. For Pueblo, we're looking at a high of 97 tomorrow. It's going to be quite hot. So even by fireworks time, it's going to be quite mild. So t-shirt weather even for the evening. And I think storms should move out by the time fireworks come on through. So for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're staying in the 90s. We've got those afternoon thunderstorm chances. And then we really heat up into next weekend. For Canyon City, I've got you to the mid 80s to low 90s for the next 7 days. Almost daily thunderstorm chances for you as well. And for Woodland Park, I've got 70s for you, but by next Saturday, we could see those 80s return. So we are looking at a big heat wave come next weekend, but for the time being, we're staying in this pattern of warmth with an afternoon thunderstorm.
And some people might look at those forecasts for our various areas and say, this is kind of typical Colorado, kind of wait 30 minutes, things might change. So
Yeah.
as folks are heading out for those fireworks, they definitely want to plan for changing weather conditions, right?
Yeah, for sure. If you're going to a park, if you're going to a lake, if wherever you're going today, either make sure there's a shelter nearby or your car, because you need walls and a roof to keep you safe from lightning.
Yeah, we don't want to see any problems with that, that's
Yeah.
for sure.